Good evening, everyone. Two terrible losses in one night.
Cleveland police and the community now coming to terms with the deaths of two police officers. Detective James Skernivitz shot and killed in the line of duty on Cleveland's west side last night.
Then hours later, a fellow Cleveland police officer, Nicholas Sabo, took his own life. U.S.
Attorney General William Barr just releasing a statement on Detective Skernivitz, who had just joined Operation Legend.
Barr saying he selflessly gave his life in this cause. News 5 has had around-the-clock team coverage of these tragedies since this all began unfolding more than 18 hours ago.
That live coverage continues tonight, beginning with Scott Knoll with the latest on the investigation and arrests in Detective Skernivitz' death.
During a news conference this afternoon, police repeatedly stressing they're still trying to piece all of this together. But what we do know tonight, two teens and one adult are behind bars on unrelated charges, but believed to be involved in the detective's killing. News 5 cameras rolling as state, federal, and local investigators fanned out across Cleveland today, looking for clues into the shooting that killed 53-year-old Detective James Skernivitz around 10 o'clock last night. That attack happened near the intersection of West 65th and Storer Avenue. Another man, 50-year-old Scott Dingus, was also shot and killed. Police tight-lipped today about what the detective and Dingus were doing at the time.
Right now, we're not going to get into the details of his assignment that night. Once we wrap this up and have the persons definitely responsible in custody, then we'll do a more thorough briefing with the details of what actually happened that night.
But by early morning, police were already making arrests. James Thornton woke up to find police lining Curtin Avenue outside his home.
It's kind of unreal, you don't expect something like that, especially early in the morning,
Neighbors say a teen was arrested at that home, another person arrested on Cypress Avenue, a third on West 81st Street. Police right now only calling them persons of interest in the shootings.
We think there is a connection to those three and maybe others. So we're asking for the public's help.
Hoping tips will help investigators complete the puzzle of what happened last night. Why someone would shoot and kill the 23-year veteran of the police department, remembered today as a policeman's policeman.
He worked hard for the city that he loved. He worked hard to take care of his family, and he worked hard to take care of his fellow officers.
The police chief says that the detective was recently sworn in as part of a federal task force that's a part of Operation Legend. We're told he leaves behind a wife and two grown children. Live in Cleveland, I'm 5 on your side investigator Scott Knoll.